crazy. That's not gonna work, bro. Bro, what can we react to on stream next? This is awesome. This is going on YouTube. This is awesome.
Beyonce.
Patrick CC.
Beyond Scared Straight is easily one of the most controversial shows in history. Parents of troubled youth pay for their children to tour the inside of a prison or county jail so they can be exposed to the dark reality of life behind bars. When they arrive, they meet with real inmates who strike fear into them with threats, with the goal being to prevent today's teenagers from becoming tomorrow's prisoners. But their exposure therapy techniques are definitely questionable.
What's you, dog? You started in the wrong way. This Kool-Aid, we put this on just like you. Lick your lips. Now stick your hand in that Kool-Aid. Just stick it in there.
Right.
Now take your finger, just do this to the bottom. Come here. All right.
Bro, hold on. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't letting no nigga do that to me, bro. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if we fucking doing this program and shit, bro. I'm not letting a nigga tell me to stick my finger in some Kool-Aid pack and put it on my lip, bro. You crazy, nigga? You crazy? I'm gonna slap the fuck out you. I'm gonna slap the fuck out that nigga, bro. Ain't no nigga in the world gonna tell me to put a finger in a crazy, bro. You niggas crazy, bro. He white though. Not trying to be racist in this, but he white, bro. It's a full grown built black man in your fucking face. Cops around you. Nah, bro. If I was doing this shit, I would have been trolling. I would have been trolling the whole fucking time, bro. I would have been trolling the whole fucking time, bro. Bro, niggas in my face, bro. I'll show you what prison is. Fuck you talking about, nigga? What are you talking about? I'll show you what prison is.
Kiss you orange flavor mother.
Fuck, man.
You ready? I'm hard. You hard. You want to try me? Yeah, try me. I want you to try me. Try.
Ain't no nigga picking me up, bro. Ain't no nigga doing that to me, bro. On God. I'm gonna slap the fuck out of that nigga, bro.
Now, there's no doubt that the show is entertaining and has given us some pretty helpful.
Yeah, it's entertaining, but at the same time, so many niggas gonna be going too far, bro. I seen one nigga. I seen one episode where a nigga got so close to a girl, bro, and they dragged that nigga out, bro. It's like I understand that you haven't touched pussy in so long, but that's a little girl, bro. That's a little girl. R. Kelly.
Hilarious moments over the years. However, our entertainment is at the expense of children's suffering. And the craziest part is, it has been proven on multiple occasions that Scared Straight doesn't work.
Thank you.
In fact, it might actually increase their chances of becoming lifelong criminals.
Facts.
A lot of people don't realize that Scared Straight is not just a television show on A&E. It's a program that has been implemented all over the United States for the past 50 years. And the reason it got so popular was based on just one alleged successful experiment. Scared Straight was the name of a television documentary released in 1978, produced by Arnold Shapiro. It was critically acclaimed, won an Academy Award, and even won an Emmy.
See, they're gonna put lipstick on your lips, earrings in your ear, and have you swishing your ass up and down these tears, hustling cigarettes for your man.
Fuck no. Fuck no.
What did I say?
Right. Niggas, right. Niggas, what nigga ever did that to me, bro? Bro. Slap the shit and ask me what the fuck. I'll be like, bro, I don't know what the fuck you said. I'm not paying attention to you, bro. You like this shit ain't gonna work, bro. You streaming in my face ain't gonna work, bro. I don't give a fuck. Get your nigger ass out my face.
You're here for 2 hours, you belong to us for 2 hours.
The film documented youth offenders who visited Rahway State Prison in New Jersey. They met with inmates with the goal of being so scared of going to prison, they went on to live a straight or crime-free life. The documentary claimed that 80 to 90% of the 8,000 children who visited Rahway's program would go on to remain law-abiding citizens afterwards. The popularity and surprisingly positive results led to more than 30 states rapidly implementing the program. No further questions were asked. Jails and prisons all over the country saw one documentary and thought they had a solution to all of their youth offender problems. The program's validity was immediately questioned by juvenile delinquency professionals, but that didn't stop it from becoming popular. The original documentary was followed by Scared Straight, Another Story in 1980. Also produced by Arnold Shapiro. This one was just a dramatic film. The subjects were actors who did scripted reenactments of their petty crimes, which led them to entering the Scared Straight program, being screamed at, and then feeling reformed after a couple overnights in the prison. Then in 1987, Scared Straight, 10 years later, aired.
I'll be your host for Scared Straight 10 years later. A fascinating update on what's happened to the kids and the convicts filmed a decade ago.
What I feel I need and I want. That's embarrassing. 10 years ago, yeah, I did that. I did that to look.
Remove 10 years of stains.
I don't care. Give a fuck. Fuck you.
Good. Now the difference is I want to look good, but I like to pay for what I take.
We got to see the original 1978 crew, and they all explained how much the program changed their life for the better. The second half of the documentary introduced a new group of troubled teenagers. After their trip to Rahway State Prison, the documentary claimed that all 17 of the youth offenders were crime-free just 3 months after their visit.
Hell no.
Connected with Shapiro for another sequel, Scared Straight 99. This documentary was potentially the most raw and shocking of them all. The prisoners were threatening these kids to levels we had never seen before. One inmate made a kid hold his pocket as he walked around the cell.
Wait. What? Not holding no nigga, bro. You a bitch. You a straight bitch if you do that shit. But how the system works, bro, is shit so crazy, bro. Niggas have been there so long. It's like once you get tired of fucking jacking off, bro, niggas go for the booty, bro. That's the only thing. That's the only thing you can get, bro. And that's sad, bro. That's really is sad. That's disgusting as fuck. That's gay as fuck, man.
This was highly regarded as one of the best out of the series, and people still genuinely believe this was an effective form of therapy for youth offenders, which makes sense when you consider the societal standard during this time period. Mental health issues that are widely known today had not been vigorously studied. Mental health as a whole wasn't taken as seriously as it is now. Plus, it was a lot more common for parents to use tough love and physical punishment to discipline their children. These programs were seen as an extremely cheap and convenient solution to a very complex problem that is juvenile delinquency. But where Scared Straight received renowned media attention was when they released their 20 Years Later special. They claimed that of the 17 original 1978 children, only one of them became a career criminal. The 95% success rate shocked news publications. Scared Straight was a miracle solution. They used 17 people's stories for 20 years to justify this entire program around the United States. But the popular A&E series you all know and love didn't come until 2011 and was produced by the same man, Arnold Shapiro. But first, a quick word from our sponsor, Underdog.
I appreciate you, Patrick. PC.
Beyond Scared Straight was a TV show that documented the experiences of
So, in your mind, you're a cop. You look at these three. What can you do as a bad team at that size? No, I love my big girls. I love my Lizzos. But what can you do at that size to be a badass kid? Okay.
Of troubled children as they embarked on.
Like, you're crying and you just started. Thief and fighting. What is your fat ass taking? McDonald's? Reese's Cups? You didn't take a fucking salad? You too fat to be fighting, bro. Take your ass to school, man, and fucking learn something. Even though you're not going to use that shit after high school, learn something. God damn.
Forced tour of a maximum security prison or jail. During the tours, inmates and officers would go to the greatest lengths, screaming, locking them in cells, putting lipstick on them, roughing them up, anything they could do to shock the children and make them terrified of going to prison in hopes that it would steer them clear of a life of crime.
Kitty's a legend. I am Paul Dano, and I play.
What's up? You like to fight, homie? That's what you like to do, huh? You little bitch. You's a big chum. You's a
Appreciate it.
I see right
Appreciate
through
it.
you. You better not stop. You better. I'm trying to you smart at me. Because we don't know. You can speak up. You smart. You speak up. You hold this. You drop it, I'll smack out of you. Don't give a about going.
This was the most staggering and horrific Scared Straight program we had ever seen, and people loved it. The show's premiere alone attracted a staggering 3.7 million viewers, making it the most watched original series debut in the network's history. The undeniable success of Beyond Scared Straight led them to producing 83 episodes across 9 seasons, spanning from 2011 until 2015. But the most eye-opening realization about
Bro, how many commercials you gonna give me, bro?
About this show is that the Scared Straight program was proven by the federal government not to work. Since the release of the original film, many justice institutions and criminal prevention professionals have thoroughly studied the effects of the program to determine if it actually works. Surprisingly, numerous studies have shown that the Scared Straight method can actually do more harm than good. The most significant study was conducted by the U.S. Department of Justice after the release of the original film.
Hold on, let me fix this shit, bro. Oh, damn, bro. God damn, bro. This shit, like, feel fucking sexy to me. Like, I'm uncomfortable because I don't have a fucking PC, bro. Like, it just sucks. Watching this on my own fucking stream just to fix this shit. Like how I had it.
Examine the outcomes of 9 controlled trials conducted from 1967 to 1992. This involved over 900 children with the average age of 15 to 17 who participated in Scared Straight-like programs in 8 different states. Also, each study was conducted by a different research team. Every one of these studies also had a control group that did not attend a Scared Straight program. So they were comparing youth offenders who went to Scared Straight versus youth offenders who didn't attend one, and measured their likeliness to become a reoffender. The study found no evidence to support the effectiveness of Scared Straight in similar programs. In fact, all analysis showed that involvement in these programs increased measures of crime and delinquency. In nearly every one of the 9 studies, the group who went to Scared Straight had a higher rate of reoffense than the group who didn't go. After this comprehensive study was published, many others were conducted with different test subjects, different age groups, and different crimes. Many of the studies would produce very similar results. In 1997, University of Maryland researchers completed a report for Congress on the evidence for various crime prevention strategies. The researchers had no problem listing Scared Straight as one of the programs that doesn't work. To make things worse, these programs could potentially violate federal law. In 2002, 9 years before the first A&E episode aired, the Office of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention in Washington informed all states that Scared Straight programs or similar programs may violate the separation requirement of the JJDP Act. According to the Act, it is mandatory that juvenile offenders and non-offenders should not be detained or confined in any institution where they may have sight-sound contact with adult offenders. In short, it's illegal to have kids in jail with adults, which makes this clip even harder to watch.
A terrified 9-year-old boy dangled like a raw piece of meat in front of a pack of prisoners.
He's 9. A 9-year-old, bro. He's 9. He's 9.
His crime.
The nigga is 9 years old. What is he doing at 9 years old? What is he doing at 9 years old to be sitting here, bro? The nigga is 9. I can understand he was like 12, 13 years old, but the nigga is 9 years old. Grab a fucking belt and whoop the fuck out of him. Like, what the fuck are you sitting here for?
Stealing pocket change.
Like, are black people not smart? Like, are you dumb? Like, he's 9. Get a belt or a switch or a stitching cord and whoop his ass. What the fuck, bro? What the fuck?
From his mom and lying.
I think we can all agree that traumatizing a child to
That's
this
9,
degree
bro.
for stealing pocket change is insane. Then
Crazy.
filming it, editing it, and putting it out into the world is next level. One time they even showed these children a body and described to them what their parents would experience if they go to jail and die while on the inside. These programs typically break these children down. They start crying, are mortified, and just want to go home. The sad part is their home life is probably rough as well. On the surface, the concept behind these Scared Straight programs makes sense. Troubled kids are so afraid of prison that they change their ways to avoid such a dark future. However, there are multiple examples that say otherwise. Toby Keith Johnson was first featured on the show on season 3, episode 13. He was quiet and didn't show any emotion. The guards tried to break him down and make him feel bad about his choices, but he didn't budge. At the end, when the parents reunite with the children, Toby's mother didn't show up. 8 months later, Toby was featured on the show again. This time, he was an inmate. He was incarcerated for allegations of assaulting his mom. He got out 2 years later on parole, but sadly, continued a life of crime. He was arrested multiple times on meth and gun charges, but the most recent one was the worst of them all. In August of 2020, he was arrested for imprisoning a 25-year-old woman and making threats of harm, with Johnson forcefully grabbing the victim by the throat, choking her, and violently throwing her to the ground. The aggression continued with it, even going as far as Toby threatening her with a knife. Law enforcement would report visible signs of bruising on the victim's neck. I think it's pretty obvious that Scared Straight had no positive effect on Toby whatsoever. Franklin Morris made his premiere on A&E in 2012. At the time of filming, he was living in Baltimore with his mother, Dana. In an emotional episode, Dana revealed the extent of Franklin's school suspensions, stating that she couldn't even begin to give a precise number. Franklin himself shared a nonchalant attitude towards his mother's concern, saying,
"My mother says I'm either going to end up dead or in jail. I really don't pay no money."
At the young age of 14, Franklin participated in the program, already having convictions for gambling and vandalism. One of the incidents that landed Franklin a spot on the show saw Franklin and his friends wreak havoc in a store, knocking items off the shelves and vandalizing a local shop. Years after his time on the show, Franklin Morris became one of 3 teenagers who met a grim fate near a playground in North Baltimore. Alongside a 19-year-old and a 17-year-old, Franklin was found, shot in the head, and pronounced dead at the scene.
When I thought about going to the jail it really wasn't a big deal. The reset program, it didn't change me. It really don't feel no different.
Since the majority of the show's participants were children at the time, it's hard to find the long-term results of their lives. However, based on what I found, it seems like a lot of them went on to live regular lives. If you search...
Well, it's like a lot of these niggas, I don't know why, but a lot of these parents think that just because you send your kid here, think it's going to change them. And it's sad that, like, what is happening at home? Like what is happening at home for the kid to be like this? It honestly starts with the parents, bro. And a lot of parents don't take accountability to fucking sit here and and accept the fact that like, okay, I'm the problem and I need to fix it. And I feel like a lot of parents need to understand that, like, if you sit down and just actually talk to your fucking kid instead of just sitting him here and thinking that it's gonna work, and after and like he just said it, like the kid just said it. I didn't feel change. I didn't change at all. Like there was no point in me sitting here because I'm still gonna. These kids are still gonna do what they want to do, bro. But they're still gonna find a way how to avoid prison, how to avoid jail, how to not be dead. Like he died at 15 at a playground, bro. At a playground, bro. And somehow sitting him here thought it was gonna change. It's like it really starts at home, bro. It really starts at home, and whatever's happened at home is making the kid's mind go crazy. Whatever he sees at home or whatever she sees at home, she's gonna take that. He or she's gonna take that, use that, and fucking sit here and try to make an excuse on why they're a bad kid. Do you have inmates that's probably never gonna get out and be like, hey, you like beating on your mom? Like your mom should not be beaten by her own kid, bro. The mom should be doing the beating, bro. The mom should be doing the whooping. You should be scared of your own fucking mother, because when my mother was alive, I was fucking scared. Like we will fight, we will fuss, but at the end of the day, she whooped my ass. She whooped my fucking ass. And it's sad, bro. It's just fucking sad, bro, that these people, bro, think that this shit's gonna work, and it's not, bro. It's not.
What happened to so-and-so from Beyond Scared Straight, most of what you find is clickbait leading you to an Instagram page of someone who we can't confirm was actually on the show. So if the program has been proven to be ineffective through various extensive studies across the past 30 years, why did they do a show about it? Well, that's because the guy who has built his entire career from this program, Arnold Shapiro, is fully convinced that this program is a good thing. Shapiro says that all the extensive studies are totally irrelevant because they were done from 1967 to 1999. He also said that only the academic community believes proper counseling for youth offenders works. If society had the money or resources to do that, that would be great. If every kid could have years of counseling, but it's not realistic. It would be interesting if A&E used the millions of profits from the show to get these youth offenders counseling, since society doesn't have the money, right? Shapiro shrugs off the criticism of Scared Straight. There's every variation. It works for some, it doesn't work for some. But you can say that about any program that exists. Shapiro thinks that as long as it works for some, then it justifies the program. And since the program exists, he is happy profiting off of it. He has openly admitted that the children they decide to be on the show are not the ones that they think will change, but rather the ones with the best personality. It really is based on their personalities and what happens with them. We didn't have any belief that Brandon T. from Michigan, who stood up to the officers and just kind of had a meltdown, would ever change. Even when the tour was over, he got thrown out, but we still picked him because it was so explosive, and we never saw anything like that before or since. Although other kids have stood up to officers, it's amazing. When I went through high school or even college, you never thought you would disrespect a teacher or an authority figure, especially somebody in law enforcement, but these kids have no fear. It's crucial to question whether the pursuit of profits overshadows moral principles, as corporate interests often prioritize ratings and financial gain over the well-being of humans. But it makes it even worse when you consider that the people they are affecting are not consenting adults. These are children, and it's being broadcasted to millions of people to watch them suffer. They're being told that this is genuine rehabilitation, and they don't really have a choice to.
It's like, you have to understand, like, they have to go to school the next day, bro. So when this shit airs, and they see this, and they be like, "Damn, they're gonna get made fun of, bro." It's just like, bro, it's so fucking dumb.
Participate. Occasionally, they rebel so much that they get kicked out of the jail, but most of the time, they are trapped with no escape. The truth is, everyone wants a quick and cheap solution to an extremely complicated and layered social problem that is juvenile delinquency. Hey, as long as it works